Be very careful, Ivy Nile.
What up, y'all? This your boy Ace here, and welcome to Afternoons Delight. Let's talk about this, man. Ivy Nile and Rhea Ripley, bro. This is one of my favorite parts on Raw, man, because as an Ivy Nile fan, man, I'm glad that she hasn't been thrown away. You know, they've actually had her and the Creed brothers used in a really good spot right now. You know, Creed brothers stepping up to Judgment Day, looking like the tag teams, you know, scene kind of matters right now. So I'm liking the way that they've brought in the Creed brothers and Ivy Nile so far. You know, it could change in the future, but so far so good. And when it comes to Ivy Nile, I'm liking the whole allegiance with Maxxine and the Alpha Academy. I think that's been really good. I like that little that was smart to put the Creed brothers with Alpha Academy, by the way, had them hanging out and stuff like that backstage. That was smart. Because they're both similar, you know, kind of the college wrestling, the Olympic wrestling style. So they kind of see eye to eye with Chad Gable and Otis on that, and Kira Tozawa and his training and Maxxine Dupri and her training. I talked about, in the last video, I talked about Rhea Ripley and going against Maxxine Dupri in that match. So if y'all want to hear the recap, go to the last video or click on the link on the end screen towards the end of the video. But let's talk about what happened here at the end, because I said I wanted to kind of expound on this. And with Ivy Nile, she's the pit bull, right? So when you look at Ivy Nile from just a stand, especially if you didn't really watch her on NXT, you see this like short girl, but she looks jacked, right? She looks jacked. Like her muscles are, she got muscles in place where you shouldn't have muscles, right? She just looks jacked, but she's short. But she looks tough at the same, like she looks like an MMA wrestler. She got the cornrows and everything like that. She look like an MMA wrestler. But the one thing about Ivy Nile is that she's not your typical short girl. Like, as tall as Rhea, and Rhea is a specimen. Like, she's probably going to be one of the closest things we're going to get to a China. You know, and China had more size than her, but like, she's probably one of the closest things we're going to get to a China, right? She's a modern day China when you look at her. She just looks like it makes sense that Rhea is dominating the women's division on Raw. Like, it just makes sense. Like, you know, obviously she's a part of Judgment Day, but besides that part, she looks the part. She looks like she could have that belt for like 2 or 3 fucking years in a row. So with Rhea, there's not many girls that you could say size up to Rhea on that, you know, not even just on the Raw roster, but in the WWE period. But Ivy Nile is actually one of the short girls that I think can do it, because Ivy Nile isn't your typical short girl. Like, she's actually could probably whoop your ass in real life. Like, she could whoop your ass in real life. Like, she's one of those type of short girls. And when you look at it, like damn, when she looked at Rhea, so this is what happened. So Rhea Ripley kept Maxxine Dupri in the Prism Lock submission hold, right? And she didn't let go of Maxxine for a while after the bell had already ended, had already run. And so Ivy Nile into the ring to get her to kind of release Maxxine, right? And so Ripley and Nile had a stare down over the falling Dupri, and Ripley taunted Nile and exited the ring. Ripley exited the ring and said, "You're nothing in my world," while looking at Nile. So, but Nile had this like serious stare, like, you know, I want the smoke, you know. I think that this is gonna be it's gonna be a minor program between these two, but it's definitely something that they could definitely run back in the future, because Ivy Nile, like I said before, has the look, has the part. Like, she looks the part. Like, she's one of the few believable short girls that you really believe that could stand up to a Rhea Ripley. You know what I mean? Like, that's why it's going to be so interesting when Liv Morgan comes back, because she's also short and she's battled Rhea before. But is she believable against Rhea like the way Ivy Nile is? I personally have put Liv in that match at WrestleMania 40 to face Rhea Ripley, because I know she's coming back soon. I've heard Liv Morgan might come back at the Royal Rumble. So if that is the case, when you look at Ivy now, then you look at Liv Morgan, who's more believable to you as far as who could go against Rhea Ripley? Ivy now, right? So there's something there even for the future, not just right now. Like, they're going to have this match at some point in the next few weeks, probably at day one. But the thing is that, you know, Ivy now looks like someone that could, you know, take the smoke. So I think it's interesting. I think the psychology between those two is going to be very interesting because, like I said, this is a size thing with them. But at the same time, it's like, man, you could tell, bro, that Ivy now can handle Rhea Ripley. Like, you could just tell. And this is a good way to introduce Ivy now to the Raw audiences that still don't really know her yet. That, you know, maybe they could get behind her because they feel like, hey, she can handle Rhea. You know what I mean? But the only problem with Rhea is one of the few heels that gets cheered, bro. So it's hard for everybody when it comes to that, man. But give me your thoughts on this, man. Give this video a like, share, subscribe. We're going to talk about Katana Chance and Katie Carter's tag team match against Ivy. One of the people, not Ivy now, but Indy Hartwell. One of the people that I believe should actually take the belt off of Rhea in the future is Indy Hartwell and Candice LeRae. I noticed some good things in that match, too. So we're going to talk about that next. But go on ahead and give this video a like, share, subscribe, y'all. Thank y'all for watching After News to Light.